We can't say that all cheat reps are created equal. Depending on the exercise and degree to which we cheat, this could have major effects on the results and injury prevention. Let's establish something. If form breakdown occurs to the point where you can't even recognize the standard movement pattern, then we have a problem, since you might get snapped up while not yielding any additional benefits for strength and size. But if we cheat in a way that is smart, where you could still tell that you're doing, say, a barbell row, but now there's a little bit of body English and the lower back remains tight, and you're not just swinging weights around, you're not just jerking using your entire body, like you may have seen in some of my 2016 videos. No, if we do it in a smart way, I believe cheat reps can be a valuable tool, especially for submaximal loads where using volume. It's not so black and white. You don't have to be perfectly stationary, never moving your torso whatsoever, just rowing with your arms. The same could be said for bicep curls. If you have 2 more reps and your back bends just a little bit, I wouldn't discount the repetition. Or if you have to bring your elbows up a little bit higher than usual, okay. I wouldn't stress if the majority of your reps are done with good form and it's just a little bit of breakdown that doesn't contribute to injuries. Because that's a point that some people will make. Oh, cheat reps are dangerous, so you're going to get snapped up. Under what conditions is what I would say. If you're addressing your weaknesses, if you rotate variations to prevent overuse, and you control the amount of cheating, you're not just exploding and throwing your back out and altering your elbows and doing all this weird stuff. If it actually looks like the classic exercise, but with some slight deviation, then you're probably in the clear. Now, does that mean you have to do cheat reps? No, you can keep it strict if you choose to. But if you want to add a little bit, say doing strict form for about 3 sets, and maybe 2 sets, you ramp up the weights a little bit, you cheat, be my guest. If you feel like being more explosive, getting some body English in, maybe for a 3x20, fine. So in my opinion, it only becomes a real issue when you take it to an extreme level. For example, in your barbell curls, you're bending your legs and then you're just swinging. So there's so much frequent momentum that's a joke. Like, you've seen me cheat curl 185 with this approach. It's not difficult. You can probably do it too. You see me do 135 for high reps easily with the fucking bending leg swinging shit. But it didn't do anything for my biceps. Now, if I would use a little bit of backswing and then I control the negative, that's a little bit different. But if you're just doing this, underhand power cleans, maybe it's not the best thing. So let's not discount a valuable training tool. In fact, let's dive into the topic of power reps, which I believe is a more accurate way to describe cheat form. Maybe that's what we should start talking about, because cheat implies that you're just using this terrible form, like some guy shrugging, doing this chicken bobbing thing, because cheat can imply something negative, whereas power is like, yeah, athletic. I'm getting gains in the way that's smart. Great example is the power shrug. You're still doing full range of motion. You shrug up to here, you catch it, get the weight to stretch, but then guess what? You bend your legs, shrug back up, squeeze again. It does not compromise the movement pattern in a negative way. This ain't some chicken bobbing bullshit. You're not just doing this. It's done to strategically build your traps. Fantastic way to train. What about the pen lay row? It's dead stop, concentric, you're exploding from nothingness. That's not a cheat rep. Or what about a circus press? Where you might be here and then you bend your legs, boom, or your jerks. So again, it all comes back to the context. So there is a distinction between those things. And I hope that this mini explanation made sense. So my updated opinion in 2019 is that cheat reps, when done in a smart way, are fine. Great examples, the Scott Herman cheat and recover tactic. You've also seen me make a video recently about the trap bar power shrug. That's great. I think if you row with a little bit of body English, that's fine. Again, the Kaler Willem row is a perfect example.
In my personal opinion, this is the best accessory movement for building your deadlift.
But if you're doing the form that I used to do in 2016, say those fucking Yates rows that didn't look clean, in addition to the one-arm T-bar rows and those Meadows rows, I wouldn't recommend that. You can still cheat, you can still overload, but it doesn't have to be to the point where it's like, what the fuck is this? That's the distinction. The level to which we cheat, in addition to comparing it to power reps, which by themselves add an extra component which help you overload a little bit more. So I hope that's clear. And if you have questions about it, let me know. And yeah, you will be seeing some cheat form in my videos. Like you saw in my full body dumbbell destruction. I was doing the dumbbell rows. It wasn't that bad. Or if I'm doing a pull-up, if my scapula protracts a little bit, I'm not going to lose my shit if it's a 1-rep max or whatever. Like, I'm not a form Nazi is what I'm trying to say. You don't need to have 100% perfection every single time. Like, someone who really hones in on this topic is Jeff Nippard, if you ask me, where he has his 3 characters. You have classic Jeff Nippard, then you got bro Jeff, And then you got the super nerd. And it's the fact that he blends all these principles into one. That, in my opinion, is the correct stance. So there you have it. That's my updated view. Let's not be doing underhand power cleans. And if you're doing cheat rows and cheat shrugs or just barbell curls, people from the outside should be able to look at you and say, okay, I see what this guy's doing. Not put you in a gym fail video. So I think that is where we draw the line. So with that said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me feedback down below. Do you think cheat reps are complete trash? No one should ever do them? Or do you agree with my balanced perspective? Let's hear it, and I'll see you in the next video.